The movie begins in Los Angeles. A man is talking, telling us he was always the smart one, now he is playing for his life. That man is Derek. We then jump back in the past on a great evening where Derek and his wife Tracy are having some friends over. They cheer to the great things they build. The next day, Derek confronts his wife on her coming back home one night after midnight. She tells him she was with some clients, but he wants to know where she was. He feels like he is spending less and less time with his wife. She tells him not to worry and go have fun with your buddies in Vegas. Derek then does exactly that and goes on a bachelor party for one of his friends getting married soon. During the first night, Derek confesses to his best friend Rafe that he feels like his wife may be seeing someone else. He feels like now it looks like two strangers in his house. But Rafe has the right idea to cure it. He removes Derek's ring and tells him to enjoy Vegas. He then goes to the dance floor where he notices a hot girl. Her name is Val. She comes next to him and both start talking. Derek has this weird feeling of him not doing the right thing right now. She introduces herself to him and invites him for a dance. They start dancing and things of course become so close that they end up kissing. They proceed to make love with passion in his room. The next day, he wakes up and can't find his phone. Val tells him she put his phone in a safe and will only give it to him if he makes love to her one more time. He then takes his phone back and travels back to his wife at home. He feels so bad for what he has done. The following day, Derek is back at work. He manages talents from various fields. His cousin Tyron then comes and Derek gives him some money like usual. At this moment, Rafe, his partner in business, informs Derek that a huge company wants to acquire them. But Derek doesn't want to work for anybody. That same night, Tracy comes home to her husband cooking for her. She is surprised and he announces to her that he had a wake-up call and wants to take their relationship to the next level, even starting a family. They both dance the night away as Tracy feels the husband she felt in love is back. Later that night, both hear a weird noise in the house. Derek goes to check. Out of nowhere, a man with a gun jumps on him. Both start fighting heavily and Derek successfully scares him away. The intruder runs away. Police then arrives minutes later and Derek is shocked. The detective on the case is Val, the girl he slept with in Vegas. She is also in disbelief. She asks him, "Have we met before?" The poor Derek is sweating and says no. Val then looks at pictures of the couple in the house and gets intense. She then asks the couple if there is anyone who would want to hurt them, but they don't know. So Val leaves her number with them and leaves. Unfortunately for Derek, the nightmare is only beginning. Days later, a couple is outside when they realizes Val is there. Both get intense. The man by the name of Carter tells Val she can't see her daughter, he is her ex-husband. He reminds her there is a restraining order in place to never come closer again to his family. That same day, Derek goes to see Val. He wants to talk to her. He is scared of her exposing him to his wife. She realizes it's his first time cheating. But she comforts him saying that their time together has nothing to do with this case. She also adds that someone maybe has tried to break in to kill him because nothing was stolen. He panics wondering who would want to kill him. He also makes some researches on Val and realizes she was involved in a public breakup. After work, he goes back home and he is shocked to find Tracy talking with Val. The next day, Rafe suggests what if it was Tyron, but he tells him to leave his cousin out of this. Minutes later, Val comes pick Derek up to show him something. He is in disbelief when he sees Rafe and Tracy making out, his business partner and his wife having an affair. The poor Derek is destroyed inside. After that, Val goes to Carter again and asks for custody for her daughter. She then realizes he is so powerful that he got any judges in the city in his pocket. He reminds her she will never win. That same night, a drunk Derek goes to Val's house to find out more about the case. She then tells him that Rafe was the one who tried to kill him, and that his wife Tracy is on board. Derek can't believe it, but she adds that if he dies then Rafe would get 100% of their company. She continues by saying they will probably try to kill him again, and the only way is to kill them first. She then uses this opportunity to push him to make love to her. But in the middle of it, he stops, saying he can't, then leaves. This really frustrates Val so much that she throws a glass at the wall. The next evening, the police comes to Derek's house and bring him to the station. Val shows him the pictures of Tracy and Rafe dead. She asks him if he killed them. But Derek breaks in tears at this shocking news. He screams at her that he didn't do it. Val then adds that they found Derek's ring at the scene. So Derek comes clean and tells her that he did indeed go the house. In there, he found them making love. He was disappointed and dropped the ring, then left. But he repeats to her that he didn't kill them. The days that follow, medias take over and paint a bad picture as trial is taking place for him. His company is losing clients and the public hates him. After the funerals, Val stops by his house, but he isn't happy to see her. He repeats he didn't kill them. But at this second, he realizes she is the one that killed them. She replies no one will believe him and leaves. Derek is in disbelief. He goes back inside where his mom comforts him. She tells him, "Every day you have to give a fight, so go clear your name, son." After everyone leaves, Derek tells everything to Tyron. He wants to find a way to be smarter than her. He also tries to convince his cousin to not go crazy after that woman with his dangerous ways. That same night, Val breaks into Carter's house. She looks at her daughter, then at her ex-husband sleeping. Meanwhile, Tyron buys a gun from another cousin. And the next day, as soon as Val gets home, they both jump her. She begs them to not kill. She says she has a daughter. But then out of nowhere, she takes her hidden big gun and kills them both. She then uses Tyron's phone to call Derek and gives him a rendezvous. The next day, they both meet and she tells them what happened. Derek goes berserk, attacks her and takes her gun. She then gives the idea to put the blame of Tracy and Rafe murder on Tyron. He then realizes his gun is empty, so she points another one at him. She tells him, "You used me in Vegas, now I'm going to use you." She gives him only one way out: if he kills her ex-husband Carter, then she will make sure he will be declared innocent in his case. That night, the poor Derek is sitting in his thoughts while contemplating a gun. He decides to do it, so he goes to the exact location and points the gun at Carter. But he doesn't want to kill him and tries to share a new plan he has. Carter doesn't want to hear and attacks him. Unfortunately, during the fight, he accidentally kills Carter. He goes straight to Val to tell her what happened. She offers him to take the only weapon that she framed to accuse him. He is scared that she will shoot him as soon as he walks out. But Val tells him she won't, and all she has done was to take her daughter back. Derek then walks out and she shoots him, but he shoots back, which ends up killing her. While she is dying, he shows her that he was recording audio the entire time and now has the proof to clear his name. The movie ends with a radio announcing the news of Derek now being a free man as he drives away.